Today we want to invite you to North Norway, to the lovely town of Borkenes. Here we are going to meet the first entrepreneur who imports 3D printers to Norway, Inventor, who made the first 100% harmless remote brakes for dogs, benefactor who renovated an old building into a community center so everyone can use it for good. Please welcome Frode Eldevik.
Releashe. Oh, nice.
Hello everybody, there is a lot of asylum seeker in Norway nowadays, and a lot of them left some businesses at home and thinking about start own business here in Norway. This why this video is about. I met this awesome guy Frode, and we're gonna talk about Norway businesses, about taxes, and about himself. Comment any question, probably we gonna still be in touch and can answer in comment section. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine.
And good. You are Frode Eldevik. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Frode, like from the Lord of the Rings.
Also, almost.
Almost, okay.
Frode is an old Viking name. It means wise.
Nice. Nice. Where are you born?
Actually born in the south of Norway, in Kristiansand. And I came here like a 1-year-old child, so
To Borkenes.
to Borkenes.
And spent your life here.
Yeah.
From one. Yeah.
Pretty much.
What did your parents do?
My parents worked at the Trasta. My father worked at Trasta here. It's the whole area where we're sitting now is was part of a big institution area for people that has some learning disabilities. So they were coming from the whole area of north of Norway, and they came here and gathered here, and they got trained, and they have some work, and they had a whole society here. And yeah, my mom also did work here. So.
Did you attend school here in Borkenes?
Yeah.
Is there in Norway, in your times or nowadays, some talking about like financial in school, like financial literacy or maybe some kind of entrepreneurship?
In school?
Yeah.
Yeah, lately actually, maybe the last 10, 15 years, there have been a lot more focusing on entrepreneurship in the school. So they have started, at least on the high school.
Did you anyway earn money while you were in school?
No. I maybe on the high school, I also work in the systems here and with people with some learning disabilities. Yeah. So I earn some money there, but not any like a startup or something like this.
How did you earn your first 10,000 kroner?
10,000 Still here, I think.
Okay. So did they hire you like part of like officially, or it was?
Yeah, it was officially in a way.
No.
So mostly worked in the weekends, and
Where did you do your university studies?
that was in the south of Norway.
What did you study?
Study product design or
Product design.
yeah, or industrial design. So we are designing products for helping companies to design products, so they to the market.
Okay. So is it like engineering designing or like more marketing about like?
I know, like a product designer, you are kind of everything. You are a little bit on the marketing side, you are a little bit on the engineering side, so you are a little bit between, also between engineers and artists, arts.
How did you choose that kind of profession? That kind of?
And I just found that I wanted to build myself an airplane. And this was the study to
Did you?
best now. I found them. I found my hang gliders and paragliders, and that
Okay.
fine enough for me.
And so you finished university. Where you did you go next?
Then I worked at kind of a high school. I don't know if it's high school. It's for students between 16 and 18, 19 years old.
As a teacher?
As a teacher, yeah. I worked there for first like arts and crafts teacher, and then after a while I started took some more education in media and communication. So I also started this media and communication study there.
Was it here?
Harstad.
What did you do next? You spent like few years as a teacher in school?
Well, and that's I found that I on the study I found these 3D printers very interesting.
Okay.
So they were kind of quite new in Norway, 3D printers, and and as a teacher, I like new technology, and I was following that niche quite a while, and I found that the cheapest 3D printers has become as cheap as 200,000 Norwegian crowns. Not so cheap, but cheap enough for most.
You can buy a house or
Almost. But 200,000 Norwegian crowns is possible for also for smaller companies. So actually, I started my own company 20 years ago.
I see.
By selling 3D printers and gave training to the companies, and also had some service on the machines, and also 3D technology in general. It's 3D scanning and 3D programs. So I worked for that about 20 years, and 10 years ago, 10 years ago after I also started with my own product. So
okay.
When the 3D printers has become more and more common in Norway, people know about them, and it was not so fun sitting up here in north of Norway, selling most of the printers down in the south of Norway. So I just found that I need to. I can't just sit here in the north of Norway selling machines. It's quite boring over time. So I just found that I need to use this machine to something useless. Oh, not useless, useful, useful product.
About 3D printers, so there was like no one in market who's selling it, and or
20 years I was the first in Norway to start selling printers. Actually,
was it hard like from the beginning where no one knows about this?
Yeah, you have to learn the different companies about the technology. So it took some time to actually it took 10 or 15 years before companies in Norway really start to see the potential in these 3D printers. So
was it like successful company? Did it like how much did you sell? Like I don't know, in a year, or
for how much money, or
many items or money?
Depends on the machine, of course. But I was alone selling this, and I
all these 10 years, or
pretty much. My father was a little bit attending in the start,
yes,
but most myself, and had some revenue between 1 million or 2 million a year.
Nice,
but that didn't mean I earned all the money,
of course.
But it was, you could live a little of it, but I know. Then after a while, I spent all my money on this product. So.
Was it from the year first? It's you go like to in profit, or did you like spend some time without?
It was quite fast. I was up and go with the selling of the machine, because in the first year I worked half the time as a teacher, and or 80% as a teacher actually, and then I built my up a little bit. Built me up.
Do you do kind of like drop shipping, or you actually bought the printers and then sell them here?
Mostly.
Okay,
I didn't make them, so yeah.
Where did you bought it? Like China?
No, that was US.
US, okay.
Yeah. So, and later on it was from Germany.
Releashe, how did you came up with this idea?
I got one dog 13 years ago, and we got our mountain bikes, full suspension mountain bikes, so we could go on small track up in the mountains and all over. And I found that it was very hard to bring with me my dog in a leash and bicycle. So that was I still have a broken shoulder of this crashing with my dog, and so and there is no options to kind of letting you go with your dog, because maybe 1% of the trip you will hit a sheep or a reindeer or something else that the dog find more interesting than your command, or so you can't kind of letting them go, even if they behave 9 of 10 trips, they behave perfectly. So you can't let them go, and the end of the story there, it was our dog had to be back home, and we went out bicycling in the best time of the year, and that hurt me a lot. So then I come up with the idea to be able to bring with me my dog on a bicycle trip without having him in a leash, but still have options to stop him if he was running after some other animals. So that was the start of the Releashe project, and it's like a harness they wear, and that will stop them running after other animals, so you have the control in your hand. And
only product in the market which made this scene was only, I suppose, this shocking
yeah, the only products on the market that can prevent your dog from running away is shock collars with the electrical shock, and I didn't want to use that on my dog, and it's not allowed to use it. It's not allowed to use it out in the nature by your own. You can use it when you are on a course in a way, but not for yourself. So that was not the option. And there is this long line. You can have a really long line after your dog. I tried that several times, but it's dangerous for when the dog is running and suddenly it taggles around a tree or something, and dogs really get stopped by his neck and and it was I didn't have any chance to stop him if he was just start running 2 seconds, and I don't have a chance to stop the bike and catch him. So there are no other product on the market that can do this.
Can dog do a flip when you're using Releashe?
No. After 10 years of use, I have never seen a dog flip like this. Flipped or so that they gradually kind of we stop their hind legs gradually, and so it's a very it doesn't hurt the dog in any way, and it's a physically stop for the dog, so it can't run away. With shock collars, there are many examples that actually the dog get a shock and still they are running after.
Mm. How much time did you spend for prototype, like the first
prototype? 2 months maybe. Yeah. And I was sure 2 years then I should have this in in many shops. But that didn't that took 10 years after we are finally finished with a product that we are proud of, and we can put them in different shops. And but for us, it has been waiting for this electronic part of it to be 100%. You can trust it 110%. But the principle has been the same all the time, and so we only change our motors and all this stuff. It's a motor they have on the chest with a reel on it, and then there goes some line under it, and out to the leg. So I will probably put in some video you can show them.
Sure. Sure. How many you sell for now? 10 years, like?
No, we haven't. 5 years ago, we sold only 60 of this. Just then, and then we have made them as good enough to test the principle on most dogs, different dogs, and we saw that it actually worked very well, and the feedback was good from the dog owners, and then we spend a lot more time to make a really nice product that we're proud to have in shop. So with the last product, we haven't settled more than maximum a year now, but it's not much right now. Quite expensive in this time of when after the corona and the war and everything, so the prices has gone quite up, and I think people are a little bit afraid of using money. It's a kind of a...
Is it feels like you're in Norway?
Yeah, we sell...
Now you sell it like about 8,000
kroner. 7,900, yeah. So it's For some people it's quite expensive, but it was from the dog owner who was testing this. That's the recommend us the price actually, and we see that we need this to be able to earn some money to grow further. So we actually we pay a lot of money to make this product right now when it's.
So, and it's this product's probably still like unprofitable or just eating money.
No, it's not. Right now we are about going up, but yes, right now we also have a invoice for the patent, so we have to pay about 100,000 Norwegian crown for this patent. So it's the money comes and goes, but still we need to grow.
Can you say that you can sell it in internet, or it's something like you're selling or
Internet doesn't work for us. It's not on this stage because it's too early, and I think it's people have to trust this product, and then I think many of them need to see it on their see it in action before they actually believe it. So I have some feedback that people are actually saying that this is too good to be true. A product that doesn't hurt your dog, and it doesn't and it's 100% free to move without the leash, and still you can stop it, and so it doesn't get hurt and all this
without choking it.
Yeah, so there's some people say it's too good to be true, but they don't kind of trust it. So I think just need some time now for it to take off. But it's hard work. It's hard work all the time. So after 10 years developing or testing, and when we start selling it, we are only half of the marathon.
So it's like really takes. I see in Norway everything takes a lot of time, and probably the business as well to grow it like to some kind of profitable point or something. It takes.
Yeah, it takes some time, mostly because we have been waiting for this electronics to develop, and we have been testing it, all this kind of electronic stuff, so to be sure, and we have had to change it, and then it takes many years. But I think it's mostly because we also work 100%, each of us. We are three owners in the company, and it's when you want to start your own businesses in Norway or elsewhere in the world, it could be smart to have a work at least 50 or 60% work some other places, and so you can have time to build you up, and so you don't take a too big risk to.
Yeah. So you have like full-time job or just
80%, 20% I spend on this product.
And what do you do?
Right now I'm working as a sheet designer in the company, and we're also making some training materials for Equinor, this energy company in Norway, the biggest energy company.
I'll give you some example of businesses, and I will ask some question about how to start. If you would do it, how you would start, what kind of papers you need for it, what is probably there's in tax system different ways you can open the company, and which way could be like better for taxes. And first one is like when you work for yourself, when you do some kind of self-employer, and for example you do haircuts, you have some clients, you don't go for a job but have some clients. What is like better way to legally do it?
Just need to start a company. If it's just for yourself, it's quite easy. It's it costs you about 2,000 or 3,000 crowns to register this company.
How does it call in Norway? Like
how does it call?
You just say company. Is it like your same for
the name of it in Norwegian is like Enkeltpersonforetak. It's it means like for one person.
Okay.
Enkeltpersonforetak. It's and normally if you are more people, you normally would start AS, it calls in Norway, AS. then you're not responsibility for the company in a way. So there is the company is works by itself in a way. So if you
do it for yourself, you say you pay like up to 3,000 krona to open it. How do you actually do it? Where it is? Would it possible online, or you go?
Pretty much most of things in Norway now, they are online, so it's quite easy. You can sit in the sofa here, and it takes you 1 hour to fix pretty much everything. And you have to register it in enhetsregisteret. It's but if you search start company in Norway or something, you find all these links you need to so you can start for your own company, and then the economy in the company is the same as your private economy in a way. So it's what you earn there, it's like your income.
Yeah.
And you have to pay tax of it.
So when you start like a personal company, how did you say it again?
Enkeltpersonforetak.
Enkeltpersonforetak. Yeah. Okay. You pay the 3,000, then you have some like every month's payment, or you paying like some % of your income?
That depends on you. It's up to you to kind of earning that money. So it's like you have to get that money into yourself.
For example, I don't know, 20,000 krona per month. This money is going to some special account in my like private company, or
it's kind of, you can look at it as like your private money.
Okay.
But it will be on a account for the company, but you can spend those as you like. But you need to remember that you have to pay taxes, and you have to pay
about taxes here. How much?
It depends on how much you earn.
20,000 per month, for example.
20,000 per month, that will be quite.
Are you paying like every month, or every quarter, or every year?
Normally every year.
Okay.
So yeah.
So in the end of a year, like tax company giving you bill, or just you have to?
Yeah. You also have to kind of write some paper to so it gets correct. But normally after a year.
So like every month when you like taking money for your private needs, you need to understand that about, how much 25% you have to give away, but pay taxes.
Yeah.
In the end of the year.
You always have to remember that. So it's about, if you earn 20,000 a month, that won't be much in tax. I think it's 20% or 20% maybe, or I'm not sure. You have to check.
About.
But it's that's way below the normal income in Norway.
Okay.
20,000 in a month. It's quite little in comparing to standard salary in Norway.
Oh, what is standard salary in Norway?
Standard salary, it's about 400 or something a year. It's I think it's 460 maybe. You have to check that.
Okay, about 40,000 per month, about.
Yeah, it's about 40,000 a month.
Okay, nice.
So it's
that's
before tax.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then you pay about like 25% of that.
Then you pay more, I think. Then you pay 35.
And when you actually get salary, is there the people who hire you pay taxes and give you salary, or
it goes out from the company that you have your salary from, so you don't need to think about it.
Okay. If I want to resell something, for example, I find, I don't know, in AliExpress some kind of pants. You have, I don't know why, but you have really expensive pants here.
I find.
For example, I find 100 pants for $1, and I see that I can sell them for, I don't know, $20 here. What should I do? I'm also opening this personal account.
Yeah, you first you need to register, and then you can just buy it, but you need to agree with the accountant or something. You need to have control on your accountant all the time. So you have to for people new, for if you are new in Norway or you don't know so much about economy, I would highly recommend you to get a contact with a accountant.
Okay.
And so he can help you just where to put this
Like
post.
to hire him or just to take some kind of consultation?
Yeah, I think it would be best if you hire him. He do some, but he also has a lot of other companies he helping. So he spend a little bit time on you. And today, most of the company in Norway, they are using online technology with so you can have pretty much many things on your phone. So you can, if you buy something privately in a shop in Norway and you want to sell it further on, you just have to take a picture of this receipt, and then it's inside this program, and then it's okay, pretty much. So it's not so hard, but you need to do it right.
Okay. For example, I took, I don't know, 10,000 krona, buy in AliExpress 10,000 pens, and sell them here for just in, like, I don't know, 100,000 kronas.
Yeah.
Do you know where I will pay? Like when it, like I buy it, they come to post, for example. Probably I should pay some taxes just when I pick them up, or it.
Yeah, normally you pay taxes. There is also a tax on every product that you sell to the end customer. That's 25% tax. But so when you have been selling for more than 50,000 Norwegian crowns
Per year.
Or in any cases, when you have sold more than 50,000 crowns, then you can register. Before that, you have to pay 25%. We call it moms. It's which English word for that is. It's a kind of a tax that you have to pay on the product you're buying. Even if you're buying it in Norway, you have to pay inclusive. It's included this moms.
Okay, so if I order for 10,000, and the post, I probably gonna pay 250 for the taxes.
Yeah, but it depends on if you buy it in Norway and it's 10,000 including this moms.
Yeah.
And it's
we buy it abroad from AliExpress.
Yeah, then you have to pay these taxes 20%.
25. Okay, and if I want to sell them,
And you can sell them by 400,000.
okay,
But
and after that,
yeah, but then you have to remember this tax you have to put on tax when you're selling it.
okay, and so
25%.
I have to pay as a.
Yeah, you have to for every end customer when you're selling product to an end customer, you have to add this. We call it moms. This extra tax on 25%. So it's up to you to which kind of price you're selling it for.
Of course,
but you have to take this moms, and you have to pay that to the state. So you have to take away 25% of these 100,000. And then you're left with 75,000, and then you have to pay normal tax on this, income tax on this, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to remember that in the end of the year, if you are earning 750,000 through a year, if you do this every month, and in the end of the year you have earned 700,000, you have to remember that. You have to pay tax for this money.
Okay.
35 or around 35%.
Next example, if I want to do clothes, to or do prints on clothes. Like for example, I don't know, I'm buying some kind of texture. Does it call texture? No. Make a prints and sell it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is it like the same way? So I just when I buy something, I pay 25%. Then I do it whatever I want to do with it, sell it, and as well 25%.
Yeah, because you have to higher your price, so you know that when you have so you can pay 25% of this in the tax, or this moms we call it. It's
Mums. Yeah. Third example, you want to make a coffee shop, like, and you want to hire someone, and so you do this RS company, like for example, if it's like not only you but you and your partner, yeah. And when you hire someone, what is can you for this IS hire as many people as or
you want, yeah, for sure.
okay,
It's for sure. But it's up to you. It's up to you that you have enough money to pay them. Yeah. So it's.
what about so I hire someone for I don't know 40,000 krona per month, a barista, and how much I will also need pay taxes from that?
That's his problem in a way. So but normally you got a paper from the state that this guy has to pay 35%
Okay.
taxes. So when you give him salary, the part of it go to the taxes.
I see.
So it's but normally it's his problem, or in his case.
But it's also about, you say 35?
35, yeah, 35. Yeah, that's a normally on a normal income in Norway is around 35%. It's 30 and 35%.
I can hire him only for RS or as well if it's like my own.
Yeah, you can also hiring if you're having your own company. Enkeltpersonforetak. It's a hard word, but.
How do you think how much it could cost to open a coffee shop in Norway?
It depends on the equipment you are buying, and it depends on the place you are hiring. Or so, it's I don't have any.
What is
to be honest? But
I hadn't. Maybe you know the prices on the market. If I don't know want to rent the place, like I don't know, 50 square meters in a place like here, probably not in a not in a city, but in a
outside cities.
like in Borkenes.
In Borkenes, you can rent here for free if you will. If you want to start a coffee shop, we'll just be glad to have a coffee shop here. It's but this is not so much normally outside the cities. It's I don't know, 6,000 maybe.
Okay.
6,000 a month, a little bit. Should be able to pay that rent.
Yeah. And you say there is some kind of organization who can help you, who can somehow grant you if you start a new.
There is normally there are, like you say, three ways to get help in Norway when you want to start something. The biggest organization there is Norwegian Innovation Norway.
Innovation Norway.
Innovation Norway. Innovasjon Norge, we call it. They will help you pretty much on everything, especially when you're foreign and want to start something in Norway. So just go there and
pitch your idea.
Yeah, pitch your idea, and then that will help you. The second one, there are some other companies, like we call it in Norwegian Kunnskapspark. It's if you translate it, it's like a knowledge park.
Okay.
So there are people gathering together, and they will be special knowledge, and they will help you in the same way like Norwegian Innovation Norway will help you.
Is it like private company? What you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a half private. They will.
Do they ask for this help like money or part of your business, or you just like?
Depends on which state you are. If it's very early, I think they will help you to get started, but after a while they will take some. But it's not the normal. Can I say? They won't bill you like a normal company. They bill you half the price like a normal company.
Okay, so Innovation Norway, second one, and
Yeah, this Kunnskapspark.
Enkeltpersonforetak.
Yeah.
Okay, Knowledge Park.
Knowledge Park. And the third one is like most of the kommune where you're living in. There is one person working with næring is like companies, you can say, to help companies, and so you can talk to your kommune and they will guide you.
Okay, I see.
So there is always help in Norway
Ma-
if you want to start. So just start asking, and then
It's great information actually to know.
Yeah.
Is that you have some center to start with and someone who can help you actually, who are interested to help you. But coming back to the taxes, is there any monthly fee if you have a company?
Normally this we call this moms or MVA.
Yeah.
It's like normally you pay it every second month. You can choose to pay it every year, once a year.
Is this 25% from your income, or there's no if you have company you have to pay? In Ukraine there is, because you pay every month unless you want to close it. And then you pay for closing it, and then you not have to pay every month's fee, to having a company.
Yeah, you can choose in Norway. I have it every second month, but I pay this.
And you pay only from your income, not regular fee.
I pay for my income. Yeah.
Okay, it's a good one.
So it's and that's out of the way in a way, and. But at the end of the year, normally every year I pay this kind of income taxes, my salary taxes. So you have to, you have to know about the difference between your income taxes and this MVA taxes, or moms tax.
In your, how do you think, what is most not easy thing in business in Norway? What is the hardest things? Something that probably
it's a little bit hard to have some business angels here or investors in an early stage. It's can be hard to find. If you have some bigger idea, then you need some investors and normally you need some private investors. The state cannot help you all the way there. Unless you have quite a lot of money. So then you need these early stage investors, and we are not that good in Norway on this. We have been living on the oil and fish for too long, I think. So we are not good at thinking startups in a way. We have been sleeping on this oil and fish for too long. So it's we don't have this what can I say, the culture in startup culture in Norway. We are actually not good at it, in my opinion, in a way. But
when did Norway find oil and start to make money?
70s.
Oh, so it's 50 years ago or something.
Yeah, early 70s, I think. So it's we have been a rich country on that.
How much oil do you have?
I can't say how much barrel.
Maybe no statistic comparing, I don't know, with Russia, for example, or
just very little actually. We are only if you look at the whole world, we are producing maybe 2 or 3% of the production on the whole world. So it's very little in that way. But for us, with so few people in Norway, it's a lot.
5 million.
5 million, yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
But still, it's it's really great when I don't know, in the Eastern Europe countries, there's the way when the country finds some goods, all this money, I don't know how, but sitting in the pockets of that like Welsh people, and country not becoming like richer because of that. I don't know. I just it works this way. Probably same in some Africa countries where they found the diamonds, but it's always just the problems about it, not the something that they make country richer.
That's because their base is not on a real democracy base. Because democracy is about that every people has the same value.
Yeah.
I'm not what can I say? My value is not bigger than your value as a human, and it's not my worth it. I'm not worthy to have all this money. It's we should share on the money that comes from the nature, at least. So that's the ground thinking, if you could say.
Yeah, it is a good one.
So it's I think that's maybe the biggest difference, that some people in non-democracy states, they are thinking that they are more important than all the others, and greed. That's the biggest problem we human have. We are always greedy. So it's but it all comes down to if you are greedy and you have a lot of money, you don't get more happier about it when you see all the other people suffering or don't have this money, or at least I can't see how they get happy about it. It's for me it's crazy. So they have to understand. People have to understand that everyone becomes more happy when all people are happy around you. It's that's just basic.
About happiness, yeah, we started talking. How come that Norway is like probably the sixth happiest country in the world? Because like you have this whole day like white nights, so you can sleep normal. you have this all day night in the winter when you can sleep normal. How come like you so happy?
I think it's also about the democracy, that we are sharing the money, and that make the whole country more happy. And if there are becoming too big differences between the rich and the poor, the country won't be happy. There will be a lot of people complaining, and so there will be a lot of it's not good. So I think that is one of the reason. It's not about oil actually and fish. The one thing that makes the nation really happy and rich is about trust. You have to trust people. That's the whole base of the society. So if you trust people, you can buy and you can pay, and I can sell you something, and I just give you a bill, and I expect you to pay me 1 month later, no problem.
Yes.
And you could go to the gasoline station and you can fill up the tank, and then you can after you go inside and pay it. It's when you have trust in the society, they also trust to the people that on the top, and it's everything goes so much smoother. So that's I think that's the biggest value we have in this country.
Yeah. So, did you vote?
Yeah.
Like, do you do it every time? Like,
yeah, everywhere. Yeah. It's really important to.
What do you think about like government in Norway?
Yeah, most people in Norway, they have trust to the government.
Yeah.
But when it's hard time, when you have this corona and this kind of war, and the price is rising, and suddenly for some reason we don't have enough energy in Norway. We thought that we have been thought that we have been learning that we are a big energy nation. Yeah. Suddenly we have no energy, and we have to pay a lot. So in that time, when it's this time, then people starting to mistrust their leaders or something. So a little bit more, but still we have a big trust to our leaders in Norway. And
you do your energy from hydro energetic.
Yeah, waterfalls. Yeah.
And so you have like lack of waterfalls lately, or how come?
Definitely not. So I don't know why it's. But we have been connected the country to Asia. It's so we are giving energy to Germany. Who is not having their gas anymore from Russia. So it's so there will be. But it's
Do you use nuke power?
no, we have no nuclear power in Norway.
Okay.
So it's most from waterfalls, but we are building up now. We are building up now this wind park in the ocean.
Oh, it's really windy enough.
Yeah, there's enough wind there, so normally, so it's it depends, of course,
But it's like when it comes, it's like almost, I don't know, 90% probably of the renewable energy in Norway you produce from renewable energy.
yeah, we do. So even if we are a kind of an oil nation, we
Yes.
use.
Other nation buy oil probably from you and burn it to get energy. So you just
We put our problems away.
yeah.
So,
What is the role of religion in the people of Norway lives?
and not so much anymore. I believe it was a Christian nation, or still are in a way, but it's not so much anymore as it was for 30 years ago or 40 years ago. It was,
How do you think why is going this way?
I think, the health and that we have it. Yeah, we are busy with every stuff around us, and we forgot about the ethic values in a way. So it's both good and bad. It's when you have a lot of money, you are busy with all this cleaning your car and fixing your car. Yeah, there are too much people spending a lot of time on stuff. So it's yeah. About
So is there like become more like how to say in English when you not believe in God? So it's out.
the words. Yeah. We call it.
Not autism, but so
It's like it's yeah. No, I don't think there are so many.
or just not attending like the church, but still they think about yourself as a Christian, but which did not attend.
Yeah, many people do, I think, but there's also many atheists in Norway. Atheists, the word you were looking for. It's when you are really opposite of the Christians.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's not like that in Norway. But they don't care anymore.
What do you think about asylum seeker? And do you agree with this idea that Norway took a lot of refugees for the last years?
Yeah, for sure. For especially when it's a war in Europe, it's of course we should help. That's of course.
And
So it's
do you in Borkenes? It's probably to 80s. It was the place for the is it called people with lack of learning.
yeah.
And then when it's come the places for asylum seeker,
Yeah.
when it began to be the place for the refugees.
Yeah, when it started,
Yeah.
about 20 years ago, I think, around 20 years ago. We have had some refugees here in Borkenes.
Do you feel like any difference after for the year?
Yeah, it's just I think it has been enriching, it's a good thing for the society.
Okay.
Yeah. And we need more workers in Norway.
I see.
we have a lot of money to spend on projects, but we don't have people to work for it. So it's a good way.
Tell me, please, more about this place.
Yeah, this place, we call it Gjøreredet. It's a place where you can also get some help if you want to start a company. So that I forgot to mention that. It's very often it's you call them a maker space. You have them many places in Norway. So that's where a place with, if you have a idea about a physical product, then you can come to houses like this, and they can help you with prototypes, and also have to help you get started.
Like this, for you, is this like volunteering job, or this place some kind of granted?
100% volunteer job working, and it's to help people. We have a really big interest that we also starting to kind of moving away from the oil in a way that we need to teach ourselves to make these startups, to help people to start up company and do different other things than just relying on this oil and fish. It's also become a more interesting society when you have different companies and you have a place to meet, because we are a whole world now that we are just looking in a screen. We have forgot to meet each other, and I think to be able to solve the climate crisis, or we need to start talking at least with each other and helping each other. This place is also meant to be a place where you can hire a guitar or a canoe or whatever. You can come here and hire it, even back home to you, and you can have an Xbox and play with it, and so you don't have to buy all this stuff. So you come here and we share on our knowledge, we share on the stuff and different things. So it's
what is like first step for like people who have, I don't know, idea? Should they just come here and knock, or just write somewhere, I know, in Facebook?
We have a calendar on our Facebook or the web page.
Okay.
It's maybe not so easy for everyone to write this with this special letter.
Yeah.
But this is gjøreredet.no. It's at .no. It's so. But you can say you can have a look at our calendar there, and normally on Tuesday and Thursday we have open house here between 7 and 10 o'clock.
And you can just come here to talk
table tennis, or you can talk to me, or you go upstairs and use the workshop upstairs, or pretty much do whatever they like. Sit down and have a coffee if they like as well. So.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So it's it's nice to work on this place and meeting you and meeting so many interesting people.
For me, it's such a pleasure, like to meet you.
I highly recommend every people that has been new in Norway. Just don't be shy. Go out and ask around, and they must have. When you ask, most people they're willing to help you. So it's don't be shy.
Nice. So the thing I want to ask is, have you ever think like to move into Oslo or something like this, or just?
Oh, it's
you can.
I had my company down in the south. I had an office in the south in Oslo earlier, and it could have been growing quite well there. But it's the nature, and you have you are free up here, and it's so even if it's a bit colder, it doesn't matter, because you have all the mountains and you have the playground all the way around you. So and I think nature is a really important key to be happy.
Right.
And that's also maybe because many people in the Nordic countries, they are happy because we have a lot of nature around us and we're using it. We are sitting inside, and that's a main key to happiness, I think. So every people new to Norway, get out.
Take a walk.
Take a walk up in the mountain and try to learn some ski or...
Yeah. All the doctors in Norway say, I feel pain, take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk.
40 minutes walk every day, yeah. So you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, but it's a bit true in it. It's